तिम्रान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। अजानुलम्बितो भुजो कनकवदातो संकीर्तनैकपित्रो कमलायताक्षो विशम्बरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय अपराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। प्रमदमदनलैला कन्दरे कन्दरते रचयति नवयुनो दन्दमस्मि इति किलकलनाथलग्नकस्य द्यौर्मे निज निकट निवासं देहि गो वरधन त्वम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अरविंद गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। बोलो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So after celebrating Deepavali and after celebrating Shigriraj Ankut festival, today is Yamadutya. Yamadutya means in India it's called Bhaiya Dooj. On this day, sisters they put tilak on the forehead of the brothers uh, as a concern for affection. And Yamadutya means Yam means Yamaraj. Yamuna Maharani is sister of Yamaraj. So the short form of Yamaraj is Yama, and short form for Yamuna is Yami. Yam and Yami. They both are brother and sister and children of sun. Seeing that everyone is getting punished by my brother Yamraj, Yamuna Maharani felt compassion on the Jivas. And she approached her brother Yamraj saying, can you forgive people who commit sins so that can you release them, can you forgive them and not punish them? Yamraj said, this is not possible because I have to, this is my seva, I have to punish according to their activities. So Yamuna Maharani said, on this day, if brother and sister take bath together in my water, then you have to promise me you don't have to punish that person. So Yamaraj said, how is possible? Yamuna Maharani said, because I'm begging you, I'm requesting you, I'm asking this from you, oh my brother. Hearing this, Yamaraj, Yama, He pacified Yamuna and said, "Yes, I give you these blessings and give you this boon. On this day, Yam Ditya day, if brother and sister together take bath in your water, I will not punish them." So this is the importance of this day for brother and sister. But Yamuna Maharani, which is Yamuna, which is flowing in Vrindavan, is Vishakha Sakhi, the Dravibhut, the melted form of Vishakha Sakhi. She is Sakhi of Radharani. But the expansion of that Vishakha Sakhi is Surya Putri, the daughter of sun god Yamuna. That's the expansion. When Jamuna is flowing in Vrindavan, she is Sakhi of Radharani. But outside Vrindavan, she is expansion. Then she is known as Patit Pavani, deliverer of fallen. That is the importance of Yamdutya. Coming back to our Bhajan Rahasya. Okay. The secret of performing Nam Bhajan with Bhav lies hidden within the sixth yam, that is Sayamkalya Bhajan, evening Sayamkalya Bhajan. At this stage, the external symptoms of perfection become visible. Now this is for the sadhakas. The external symptoms of perfection becomes visible in sadhaka form. By performing Nam Sankirtan with Bhav, the ocean of transcendental bliss begins to expand. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. The ocean of bliss and external symptoms start manifesting on the body. And prayers like Mahaprabhu said, Shikshashtakam, 6th verse. What are the symptoms? Nayanam Galdru Ashudharaya. Tears start flowing from the eyes. Gadgad Rudayam Giram. The voice gets choked. That means external symptoms start manifesting on the body. This is in the 6th yam. So these prayers of Nayanam Gadda Shudharaya arise in the devotee's heart. Sayamkalya Bhajan, evening time now. We started with Nishanta Leela, so this is evening. Then the 7th yam, Pradosh Kalya Bhajan. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explaining. This Pradosh Kalya Bhajan means around 6:30 to 9. Discussion on the internal symptoms of perfection. So in the 6th yam was external symptoms of perfection. In this yam, internal symptoms of perfection. At this stage, when Nam Bhajan is performed with realization of the mood of separation, viraha or vipralamba, it is possible to taste complete nectar at every step. Pratipadam Purna Amrita Swadanam. A sadhaka tasting and relishing this at each and every step. Complete bliss. Hmm. How this bliss is been seen from the internal mood, the internal symptom, sorry, of the sadhaka. So one is external, one is internal. Srila Gurudev used to say, externally we can see tears, hair standing on end, etc. But this is just few of them. But what is going on inside cannot be seen by anyone. That is 100 times more than it is what is seen in externally. So much more what is going on inside because heart is melting. Hmm. Prayers to obtain Vipralam Prem as described in the 7th verse of Sikshtastakam, Yugaitam Nimeshena begins in this yam. That means the mood of separation begins in this yam. नयनम गलदशोधारया वदनम गदगद हृदया गिरा पुलके विचदिम वपुकदा तम नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति. These are external symptoms which is seen. But internal symptom is yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha pravashitam. Krishna, if we don't see you, the fraction of moment appears to us as so many yugas have passed. Shunyatam jagat sarvam. Do we feel sometime? Shunyati jagat sarvam govinda viraname. The whole world feels empty. When someone is attached to other person, and in that attachment, when there is separation, it appears that whole world is empty. When Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, when they left this planet, it appears like everything is finished. Shunyatam jagat sarvam. Everything looks like shunya, zero, void. To those who are really attached to Guru Vargas, as Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, so much attached to Radha Kund. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami attached to Mahaprabhu and eating whatever is thrown by the shopkeepers, all those rotten, stale rice, not attached to anything else, but attached to the practices, attached to the sadhana. On the order of Mahaprabhu, with the permission of Nityam Prabhu, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami came to Vrindavan. Which place he chose? He chose Radha Kund because he is too attached to Radharani, and also the reason that Radha Kund was discovered by Mahaprabhu. All other places of pastime discovered by Goswamis, but Radha Kund is discovered by Mahaprabhu. Shri Raghunath Das Goswami only wants to stay at Radha Kund, and he performed this bhajan, Chappan Dand Ratri Dine, Jane na Radha Govind Bine, Chari Dand Sui Thake, Sapne na Radha Govind Deke. Almost 22 and a half hours. Paying obeisances, chanting, remembering, all this. In a mood of separation. He Radhe Vraja Devi ke chalalite, he Nand Shuno Kuta. The intense meeting is there, but mixed with intense separation. Where are you, O Radharani? Where are you, O Lalita? Where are you, Vishaka? Crying and weeping. But there was a hope for Raghunath Das Goswami. When Mahaprabhu and Nityam Prabhu was present on this planet, Mahaprabhu left, Nityam Prabhu left, they went to their abode, Shwetadeep. Raghunath Das Goswami totally broke. and he took shelter of Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami. He became so close to Sarup Damodar Goswami that Raghunath Das Goswami is known by the name Sarupe Raghu, because there are many other Raghunath, Raghunandan, Raghunath Thakur. But how to distinguish between other Raghunaths? Sarupe Raghu, the Raghunath of Sarup Damodar Goswami. Okay, so Sarup Damodar Goswami also left this planet. Raghunath Das Goswami again totally felt everything is Shunya, zero. Then he came to Govardhan, Radhakund, staying there, and got shelter of or association of Shri Rup Sanatan Goswami. Under Rup Sanatan Goswami got attached to them, hearing Hari Katha from them, performing very strong sadhan, staying on the bank of Radhakund. But he found out after some time, Rup Goswami, Sanatan Goswami also left. They also left. And then this is what happened to him. Shunyate jagam Shunyate varim goshtam. That Radhakund, which was favorite to him, appears like a tigress who's coming to eat. That Govardhan, where Shri Raghunath Das Goswami is praying for, Nij Nikat Nivasam Dehi Govardhanatam. I always want to reside on the bank of Govardhan. Appears like a python to him. Imagine. The object of worship, Radhakund, the object of worship, Govardhan, appears to him as python, coming and eating him. This is what happens when the state of intense separation comes. Shunyate jagat sarvam, Govinda virahinami. This is internal symptoms. It cannot be seen. But what can be seen? Mentioned in the 6th yam. Nainam Galdashudharaya. Gurudev said that's the perfection of bhajan. There are many people who can make us laugh. But Gurudev used to say, only I am there to make you cry. And I am there to teach you how to cry for Krishna. Once upon a time, Gurudev went to one country and devotee said, Gurudev, this sannyasi he's very humble and sweet. He always making us laugh and joke. Gurudev said, that's nice. Because you're already crying in this world. You need to smile, you need to laugh. But I'm here for some other cause. I'm here to again make you cry. But cry for Krishna. To make you feel, realize, Shunyate jagat sarvam Govinda virahinam. Are sansar na lage bhalo. This world is not appealing to me anymore. I just want to give up everything. That state only comes in the intense separation. Everything looks wide. There is no one. People are there, relatives are there, friends are there, but one feels alone and lonely. This comes out from intense attachment. That's the 7th yam. Pradosh Kalya Bhajan. At this stage, when Nam Bhajan is performed with realization of the mood of separation, you see, this is a mood of separation. At this stage, when Nam Bhajan is performed with realization of the mood of separation, that is Viraha or Vipralamba, it is possible to taste complete nectar at every step. Try to understand this. Just now we heard internal symptom is crying, crying, crying. Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj used to say, I've opened the what? Crying school. His center means crying school, where I'm teaching the art of crying. And Gurudev also used to say, as I said earlier, I'm here to make you cry and to feel this, that you are alone in this world. Alone means alone, only relationship with Krishna, nothing else. But we are discussing about viraha, separation. And from the Shikshta Ashtaka of Mahaprabhu, the word supplies here is Pratipadam Poon Amrita Swadanam. Each and every step, complete relishing bliss. Amrita Swadanam. Bliss, nectar. So isn't it quite opposite to each other? Crying so much in separation and realization of separation, but oh, but relishing Pratipadam Poonamrita Swadanam, relishing the complete nectar each and every step. It is quite opposite to each other, but actually not. ए मत दिने दिने स्वरूप रामानंद सने निज भाव करे न विदित भारे विषय ज्वाला होए भीतरे आनंदमय कृष्ण प्रेम अद्भुत चरित ए विषय ए विषय स्वादन तप्त इक्षु चरवन मुखे ज्वाला न है त्यजन. This is astonishing features of Krishna Prem. Bhare Vishya Jwara Hoy. The external symptom is a person is feeling separation and burning in that fire of separation. Means drinking poison. Bhitre Anandamay. Inside, oh, complete bliss. What bliss? Pratipadam Poon Amrita Swadram. Relishing the nectar each and every step. In other words, in that proportion, one is feeling separation. Same proportion, one feel bliss in the heart. So when we are discussing this, it clearly says, showing that this is not of this material world. Because in this material world, if someone is crying in separation, one don't relish that separation or not tasting that crying. No one wants to cry. Any dear one, any friend, parents, etc., children, if they leave, we feel separation and then we're crying and crying and crying. But we are not tasting that crying, do we? It's painful, really painful. But when this crying is for Krishna, then opposite results comes. Then it's not painful. It appears painful. It appears like that. But inside is something else. Purna bliss, complete nectar inside. Krishna Prem Adbhut Charitra. That's the astonishing fact of Krishna Prem. Shri Madhvendra Puripad, who is known as the first sprout of Prem. Okay. And he is feeling, he's crying and feeling separation. And what he's saying, Aye Din Dyadanad He Mathuranad Kadav Lokashe. हृदय तव अलोक कातरम दैत भ्रमति किम करोम्यहम किम करोम्यहम what shall I do, what shall I do, where shall I go? हृदय तव अलोक कातरम, my heart is bursting into tears to see you, O Krishna. Hey Mathuranath, the Lord of Mathura, where are you, where are you? So looks like he's in pain. Appearance is like this. Looks like that he's in pain. But actually inside he's tasting that bliss. This is our line. We are praying for this pain. We are longing for this pain to come. Unless this pain will come, heart will not melt. And Shuddha Bhakti, the pure Bhakti, can't reflect on the heart. This pain is very important. Rupa Goswami Pad told, Bina vipralambena sambhog pushnim ashnuyut. Without vipralam, without separation, there is no enhancement of meeting. In other words, separation enhance the meeting. Separation enhance the meeting. Shri Madhavendra Puripad, in separation, Ay Deen Dayat Nath Hai. Oh Mathuranath, where are you? Mahaprabhu is crying. Na premo gandho asti durabhi mein halo. I have not tinge of prem in me. And Mahaprabhu is crying. With Sarup Damodar Ramanand Rai in Gambhira. Why are they all crying? Is devotion and bhakti is all about crying? Yes. The separation from Krishna. Realizing the separation from Krishna. For us, as sadhakas, there is already separation from Krishna. Yes or no? But we are not realizing that separation. The moment we start realizing that separation, then what will happen? Pratipadam purnamrita swadanam. Each and every step, relishing complete bliss. When we start realizing that separation, we are not realizing separation is already there. Understand? Separation is already there, but realizing the separation is not there. Therefore, we are suffering. But when the realization of suffering comes, the realization of separation comes, then taste develops. The taste of meeting. That's the point about Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadam. So we can see with this what I explained. Everything is so opposite. Because this material world is a perverted form of the spiritual world. Where pain and suffering is longing for by the sadhakas. And in that, there is complete relishing of bliss. Prayers to obtain Vipralam Prem, described in the seventh verse of Shikshashtakam. Yugaitam Nimeshena begins in this yam. Shunyate Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virayaname. Shunya, zero. Srila Prabhupada also felt this. When all his Guru Vargas, Srila Bhakti Thakur, Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj left this world, Srila Prabhupada started chanting Harinam, Nam Yajna, because of feeling separation. The whole world appears to be zero, void. Govind. Okay. The secret of Prem Bhajan is hidden in the eighth yam. I'm just going quick now. We are still here on the first chapter. I mean, this text, not first chapter, but only this text. This is the eighth yam is called Ratri Lila Bhajan. Ratri means night. So this is like from 12 to 3 because 3:30 Nishant Leela starts. So, which describes perfection together with Ekantika Nishta, one-pointed dependence on Krishna. Such a stage bestows Sarvatma Sanampanam, the complete purification of the Jivatma, both inside and out. The desire to obtain bhav, the desire to obtain bhav, here referring to the stage just prior to Mahabhav, which is described in the 8th verse of Shikshashtakam. Ashlish, Ashlishya va padaratam vinashtumam. Okay, again. Ratri Leela Bhajan describe the perfection together with Ekantik Nishta. Ekantik Nishta means one-pointed devotion. This has relation with Ratri Leela. Such a stage bestows Sarvatma Sanapanam, totally surrenderness. Totally surrender means nothing is mine, everything is yours, Krishna. Radharani, she just surrendered herself completely to Krishna for his pleasure. Nothing holding her for herself. Everything surrender to Krishna. This is called this giving one lesson as one-pointed devotion. So this stage is desire to obtain bhav. But here bhav means not mahabhav. That mahabhav comes later. This stage is only bhav. And then prema. Then sneh, man, pranay, bhav, and then mahabhav. That's different bhav. But this is the preliminary bhav, which comes in the stage of sadhan. Ashlishya va padaratam vinashtumam. This was in brief, what we're going to hear in this complete book Bhajan Ras, different yams. Shri Gurudev in his commentary gave us a brief of this. Now imagine how so much expansion of each and every verse and the details present in those yams. Which yam we are hearing now? First chapter? Fourth? Third? 2? 1? Pratham yam. Text 7. Bhakti Rasam Sindhu states, because this is Pratham yam, lot of information about sadhan, practice. Ado Shraddha तथा साधु संगो अथवा भजन क्रिया ततो अनर्थ निवृत्ति स्यात् ततो निष्ठा रुचि तथा अथ शक्ति ततो भावस तथा प्रेम अभुदयंचति साधकानाम अयं प्रेमणा प्रादुर्भावं भवेत् क्रमः. This is the kram, this is the sequence. From Shraddha to all the way to Prem. Hmm. Okay, so he explains here Sukritis that give rise to bhakti generates transcendental faith, paramarthik shraddha. This is Sukritis which help generating paramarthik shraddha. Not ordinary like shraddha, but paramarthik, which is related to Krishna. Faith in the words of the scriptures and a desire to hear Hari Katha are the symptoms of this shraddha. The desire to hear Hari Katha and faith in the words of scriptures. Now this all depends on samskars. When we heard first time when we heard the scriptures, there was no doubt at all. Whatever scriptures are saying, 100% correct, 100% following. I mean trying to follow. But no doubt why Krishna said like this, why Mahaprabhu said like this. But um, many devotees in the um, neophyte stage, they have some doubt. Why Krishna said like this? Why Krishna does like that? This all depends on samskars. How strong are the samskars? So, Paramarthik Shraddha develops there. Faith in the words of scriptures and a desire to hear Hari Katha are the symptoms of this Shraddha. Understand? So this is not an ordinary Shraddha. As we say, many people comes with the point, oh, he is Shraddha, he is Shraddha, he is faith, faithful person. But what kind of Shraddha, what kind of faith? Paramarthik means spiritual or just ordinary like. That's the line of distinguishing. If you go any Hindu mandir, those who come there, especially on Tuesday, yeah, everyone goes to Hindu mandir on Tuesday. Ordinary faith, not paramarthik faith, just ordinary Shraddha. But paramarthik faith is different. What we all trying to have is paramarthik faith. Hmm. Upon its appearance, what appearance? Paramarthik Shraddha. One gets the opportunity for sadhu sangha. Okay, he's starting by saying from Ado Shraddha. What kind of Shraddha? Tender, soft Shraddha. That Shraddha which just by hearing that, oh, Krishna is Bhagwan, we have to worship him. He will take care of all our problems and calamities. This verse. Ananyas mam je jana paripasate tesham nitya bhuktanam yokshem vahamyam. Krishna said, I will take care of all your scarcity, don't worry. That's why you see every Tuesday ringing bell in the temple. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Ordinary Shraddha. There is no Paramarth involved in that. And what we are trying to do is, we are earning that Paramarth. Paramarth means spiritual. Param Arth is Paramarth. Arth means money. Arth means asset. But Param, greatest wealth, that's called Paramartha. So any activities which help us developing that Paramartha, this is called Paramarthik Shraddha. Ado Shraddha. Then comes the second point. Sadhu Sangha means the desire to hear Hari Katha. When there is no Paramarthik Shraddha, just ordinary Shraddha, one runs after Krishna, means runs after in ordinary sense for his desires to get fulfilled. Goes to temple, do some fasting. Oh, because I want to get some things arranged for me, favorable for me by Krishna. This is ordinary Shraddha, not Paramarthik Shraddha. When Paramarthik Shraddha comes, when Paramarthik Shraddha comes, this prayers to Krishna, feel like practicing, feel like hearing more and more Harikatha. That's different Shraddha. But still on this stage, things are still very soft and tender, just like simple ordinary plant. Tornado comes, storm comes, hurricane comes, uproot. But strong trees, they tolerate that. No one can uproot them. That's the difference. Even in Paramarthik Shraddha, because that's the beginning of bhakti. Even in that spiritual Shraddha, there is softness. Can't digest things. But by continuously practicing, hearing and hearing and hearing, the serving and serving, everything gets so much strong. Then no matter what happens, a person does not deviate. He get fixed. She get fixed. So this is the stage of Paramarthik Shraddha. Okay. Then Inarth Nivritti is also initiated at this time. And there after Nishta arises in Bhajan. This is followed by Ruchi, and then Asakti arises for both Bhajan and the object of Bhajan. Attachment for Bhajan, practices of Bhajan, and then object of Bhajan means Krishna. And then Bhav, Prema, etc. We will hear tomorrow. I'm very tired. With the yesterday festival and so many messages. So I had to finish some rounds, some prayers, so it was very busy schedule. And then started today also. Bhajan Rese is actually a Rese. Srila Bhakti Thakur gave very appropriate name. Rese means secret. My whole time when I'm chanting, I'm thinking, what is this secret? What is this secret? And when we're reading this, the secrets which we might heard many times actually is introduced by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Introduced by him. Otherwise, we can't understand what those secrets are. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. One Mahamantra.